Hey, Neville here. I am at a cemetery right now, of all things. A cemetery. Why? Well, for one, it's a really nice place. It's close to my house, and it always reminds me that life is short, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of interesting to come over here and think who all these people were and what they did. Now, one of my interesting things I like thinking about is kind of like marketing and selling stuff. And I'm actually sitting here. I just ate a Jimmy John's sandwich on the grass, sitting cross-legged in a cemetery. That gardener over there, I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm crazy. Anyhow, I was looking at this gravestone right here, and it says this guy died in 1846 or something like 150 years ago. Now, I was trying to think, how would I explain what 150 years in the future is like? I remember trying to think, like, what's a cool piece of technology I would describe to him. And I came up with my iPhone. And I thought, like, okay, this guy doesn't know what the internet is. He doesn't know anything. So I said, okay, sir, I'm talking to a gravestone here. I know this sounds weird. Anyways, follow along. I said, sir, if you were to imagine a phone that doesn't have to be connected to wires, and I remember saying that and thinking, this guy doesn't know what a phone is. Phones weren't really invented at that time. So I'd have to explain to him totally from scratch what an iPhone does. And if it was my job to try to sell this guy from 1850 an iPhone, there's really no easy way to describe it. I mean, I really struggled with this. I was like, imagine a writing pad, but you don't actually write on it. And I could just imagine him thinking, like, then what do you do? And I would say, well, you can download apps. And he would say, what does download mean? Anyhow, I came up with the theory that I guess Apple has for a long time dominated advertising with. And they focus on one thing. So what could this guy do with a phone without having to explain to him what a network is, or if it's on a 3G or 4G? He doesn't care about or know about what that stuff is, which is pretty much like a majority of most people who buy iPhones. They don't really know or care. They just care that I can see my grandchild over my phone with FaceTime. And it's funny to think that Apple actually does that. Their marketing talks nothing about their advanced processor design or anything like that. It doesn't show how easy it is to plug into the wall. All it shows is that I can play a video I could look at my college student while he's at college or something like that. They market to one singular thing that people can relate to, and they forget all the rest of the technology stuff, because this guy doesn't know what that means. And he's from 1850, but a lot of people nowadays really don't get all that stuff. So it's kind of like an interesting marketing lesson for me just now, talking to a dead guy like I'm crazy in a cemetery while barefoot and eating a sandwich, that whenever I'm marketing something, it should be about one singular point. Something extremely simple. Interesting marketing lesson, eh?